Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs AC Milan match reaction. And I've only got one thing to say, and that is Paul Pogba is world fucking class. Different gravy, different team. You know, I know Bruno's there, but when I have always said this, when you have Bruno and Paul Pogba in your team, football is a simple game. Other teams don't, and that's just life. When you have Pogba and Bruno on your team, I know Bruno was fucking awful today, but like I said, when you can mark Bruno out the game, then look what happened. Look what happened. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Other than Paul Pogba and a few other players, I was not really entirely happy with the performance. I'm absolutely buzzing that we through to the next round because I really do want the trophies. So all hats off to lads, hats off to Ollie. You know, for now, fair play. But I'm still not 100% content with what I see because for the life of me, we play fucking shit football. But anyways, before we get into it, do subscribe if you're new. Do smash a like, all that good stuff. But gentlemen, let's talk about that game. What are you guys' initial thoughts?
Very interesting game. I think very exciting, high tempo first half game in general. I think, but more so the first half. I think we started off not good. We put a lot of pressure on them. We pressed high with the energy, and that's always good. Like I said last week, if you do that, you're really halfway there. So that's always good. All the top teams, yes, they'll have the fancy triangles and all of that, but then it starts with the hard work, and we had that. But big but, like the football intelligence is just not there. There's no creativity. So yeah, we're running around, we're pressing really well, and that did limit AC Milan to a certain extent. They couldn't play they weren't as dominant as they could have been because they're very good on the ball. They move the ball much better than we do. But because of our press, they couldn't do it as efficiently. But then when we had to in this position, when we had to create things, it was non-existent. It was side to side, and it was just horrible. And by the 45th minute, I was convinced that as I saw your status, I was convinced that Donny and Pogba must come on because I was convinced if it carried on like that, we were out. They were eventually going to score. We were going to bring Zlatan on, and we were going to go out. But the man came on, the main man today, Paul Pogba, and changed everything. And look, I know you guys don't like to hear this, but I'm even more convinced today after that performance that yes, Olis is not the best. He needs work. He's a work in progress, as we all say. But there is a serious lack of quality in this team, and I think we saw it in the first half. I think we lack technical players. Is what I'm seeing here. Especially in the midfield. Fred, Scott McTominay, Daniel James, we don't have them, And when Paul Pogba came on, yes, besides the goal was very nice, but just the way we retained and moved the ball, it was so much better. It was more fluid. I always say this with the top teams, they have this ability to stop and start the ball, and it's like it's like instant. They know when to do it. They know how to cross. They know just how to move the ball. And when Pogba saw that, it wasn't perfect because those other players, the Freds, the Scotts, and the James, were still on the pitch, but it was so much better. And there were clear examples of this happening. Pogba would get the ball, he'd do a nice 1-2 with Shaw, he'd do a nice 1-2 with Bruno, but then they lay it off to James and he'd fuck it up. They lay it off to Shaw, to Scott, he'd fuck it up. Fred, same thing. So we do need to make some signings to make this team better. But I'm not going to go down that road. Today, I'm just happy that we won. I'm just happy that we do have at least players like Pogba with the quality to come on and make a difference. And I'm very happy. Quarterfinals.
Now, there are a few things you said there. I'm not going to say anything because I think Clayton will address it anyways. But I somewhat agree with you. I'd say 50% of what you said I agree with you. The other 50%, I don't know. I'm not saying the bad things, but the starting off wasn't that well. I actually thought we started off well and then we kind of dropped off. But Clay, take it away because I have a feeling you will address everything that I would address anyways.
Yeah, off with his head after some of those comments, honestly. Oh, I thought first half was atrocious. It was as simple as that. We were getting bodied left, right, and center. We had nothing going on for us. Our press was, I think, next to non-existent. I think we had a bit of positional sense. I don't think we had any press, though. I think we got the position in positional press. We just didn't get the press part right. I don't think we pushed out and actually made them force errors. We're just in areas that forced errors rather, which is still a good thing. I just don't think we pressed well though. Like in the first half, one standout person for me for interceptions being in the right place was Scott McTominay. That man was intercepting every ball for like the first 30 minutes. Everything that went to the midfield, Scott was bodying it. But I did not see Scott do a single productive thing throughout the rest of the game. I'll say that right now. He did not do anything else except get a body in the right space once. And I'm okay that he was just in the right space. That's enough right now. But I do not think we pressed well. I don't think we took them too much out of the game. I think they were sloppy. I thought AC Milan made a lot of mistakes. I feel like they rushed things too hard sometimes. That they really just got caught off guard because I don't feel like Fred and McTominay did much. I didn't notice Fred like at all during the first half. I would barely say he played if I was being honest. The same could go with like Rashford. I'm nearly certain Rashford's got a major injury and he's still playing
I
45
also think
minutes of
so.
football.
Yeah, I also think
Because
so.
the man got like one touch of the ball and he just went down. That's all that happened, and then he got subbed off. So we were playing a 10 men for the first 45. So admittedly, that is very understandable why we were poor. But again, Ollie's just way out of his depth if he thinks playing Rashford for 45 minutes with an injury where he can barely touch the damn ball is a good thing right now. So I'm not okay with that in the slightest. And defensively, I think we look really good. I thought Shaw had like another magnificent performance. Victor Maguire very solid again. Aaron very workmanlike. I felt our whole defense put a really good shift in today. And then going forward, Mason looked like prime Martial type of
I
thing,
was
where he's
thinking the
trying to
same thing
link up
today.
play, he's trying to hold up play, he's trying to be a bit skillful. He's not going for that selfish goal that we normally see him going for. He's very much adopted that role of the number 9 at United currently. I think that's the best way to put it, because that's what it is. We need that person who can hold up a ball, who can distribute to a James, who can distribute to a Pogba, who can distribute to a Rashford or a Bruno, and just it was really good for our link-up play. But again, he just didn't get anything at the end of it. I thought he was magnificent in the first half. Honestly, could have been man of the match. Him and Shaw were running the game, and then again, second half, I felt the whole team kind of came alive. I felt like they got a kick up the arse for once, and I felt like they actually were told, okay, now it's time to go at them. It's time to put some pressure on. It's time to win the ball back at high areas, get Pogba into those situations. And what do you know? Pogba has 2 touches and there's a goal. Like, it is very simple. As much as I hate seeing Pogba on that left wing, he needed to come on. And I like the substitution only for the fact that Pogba came on. For who he came on for is just unacceptable. Because Pogba's not a left winger.
I don't think it wasn't a tactical change. That was a forced change.
Yeah, it wasn't. It had to have been a forced change.
Yeah.
I don't think Ollie makes.
Ollie would never
10,
sub up
45
Rashford.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like Rashford couldn't continue at halftime. He's like, yeah, boss, I'm out. And that's something to say for Rashford as well. It's probably something very bad, and I'm not sure if he can even play in the Euro qualifiers or whatever it is now.
Yeah, whatever that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever that thing is.
thanks to the Euros, but with the international break coming up. But yeah, I just thought first half we were terrible. Second half we came alive a lot better. Bruno started looking better. Bruno looked very
As soon
sharp.
as Pogba came on, yeah.
As soon as they stopped just completely blocking him out of the game, because the amount of times I saw Kessie just body Bruno, it was unreal in the first half. Then second half they both had space because you can't mark them both out again. It's as simple as that. And it worked very well for our flow. It opened up a lot more avenues for us to attack because they were a lot more split instead of just being very compact in the one place we were going to go. So it opened up a lot, and as much as there were individual errors along the way, I thought we played a lot better as a team in the second half, and we gave them the game. But in the first half, it was honestly just unacceptable to say that was a Manchester United performance. That is not the identity I want to associate with us. I like that identity coming right out of the gates, going, this is our game to win, boys. We got Pogba on, and we're ready to go. I want to see that more, and I want to see us keep with that intensity, and I want to see us keep on going like that.
Yeah, I think we'll touch on it more as we get with the player ratings and Ollie. But yeah, I think everyone's.
I agree with Mark Gobich's comment. If any of you watch Mark Govich last time, I agree with his comments. You can only polish your turd so much, or you can't polish your turd. Like there's only so much you can get out of these players. And I do think you get a little bit more, but I don't think much. And I do think Pogba coming on and there being a difference is not coincidence.
I tell you what, boys. I tell you what. I forgot about to mention this again. But before we get on to the player ratings, I must just say a special shout out, not just me, but all the other boys in the RDA and all our viewers, because if any of you guys do watch the United Stand, yes, you may have noticed they commented on one of our videos, and I won't lie, it's made my week. You know, the goats themselves. I might not agree with everything that is said on that channel, but you know when they say you're doing some good work, I mean that's when you know you're doing something right. So yeah, shout out the United Stand, shout out us, shout out you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to. I forgot to mention it. So yeah, but yeah, Clay, you were gonna say something.
Oh, well, you got me completely sidetracked with that. I'm just very buzzing about that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess one thing we have to say
Mhm.
is we're all going to have different opinions of the game. We're all going to see different things. And as much as someone like Mark Gold would see something else, Morton would see something else, I'd see something else, you'd see something else, that's fine in our fan base. And we just kind of need to keep moving forward and seeing if we can keep on getting some kind of good performance out of this team, cheering them on through the bad and the good. Because right now, this is a moment to celebrate. As much as 45 minutes were absolutely shit, it's a very good moment to celebrate for us
I'll
going
be
forward
honest
in
with
the
you.
Europa League.
I think the whole game in general was shit because by that Pogba goal, what did we actually do? Like, what? Honestly, what did we actually do, guys? What did we actually do? The only other thing I
We're more
could think
progressive
of
in-
was the Dan James should have passed to Mason, and that was it.
Well, that was first half.
We were
yeah.
slightly more progressive on the ball because you know there is the saying that you can attack the best defense attack, and by just holding the ball, by being more progressive, by attacking better, you relieve so much pressure on yourself defensively than if we had sunk in, which we did do from time to time, but you know it helped us.
Yeah, but we shall get into that. Let's get into these player ratings because I feel like it's going to be a mixed bag. I can't lie to you. I don't know why I'm feeling it. I feel like this is going to be a very mixed bag. We're starting with Dean Henderson. I tell you what, boys, he costed us in the first leg. Oh, he bloody saved us this leg. Because that Zlatan chance, I don't care if it was straight at Tino. It was the exact same, similar situation to the first leg one. And at that time, you know, you still have to react to it. You still have to react very
Pure
quickly.
reaction. It's beautiful.
And Dino saved it. And I tell you what else, it wasn't only that save, but it was the other things that we love about Dino that was there again today. The commanding in the box. I tell you what, boys, when Zlatan came on, it looked like United shed themselves, except for one man at the back. And that was Dean Henderson. He actually looked like he wanted to fight Zlatan. Every ball that came into the box and Zlatan was going for it. Dino was like, this is my fucking ball. You get out of my box. I tell you what, boys. Dino kept the clean sheet, bodied Zlatan. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. And that save was a good one.
Yeah, no, my network is not being kind. But yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you're saying. I think he was freaking amazing. He saved us. That was a goal. And it was a brilliant save. And he was so dominant. I love that because I feel like those points where they were bringing on the heat AC Milan, and he got us out of trouble. And once again, I can't decide a man of the match, so I'm gonna give him joint man of the match, 8 out of 10.
Woo! Trained man of the match.
Impressive. Is it joint between 2 or 3 people? That's any question I have for you.
Nah, it's just 2.
I won't lie, there's 3 contenders, there's 1 clear
Yeah.
one.
But I think it was just a good performance. Dino with you guys, 8 out of 10. Good performance.
Yeah.
Considerable,
Solid
yeah.
performance. And I'm not gonna talk about it now because we'll have the preview, but I'll tell you what, boys. You know, let me not tell you. Just how people get mad on this day. You know, I don't want to get people mad. I'm just gonna keep quiet. This man, boys. I'll be honest with you. For some reason, I know he had a good game, but at the same time, he had a good game. I felt like it wasn't his best games, if you know what I mean, as well. Because there wasn't.
I'll tell
It
you
wasn't
why.
like ridiculous moments, but there was certain moments it just looked like Luke Shaw defensively wasn't as solid. But the job he had to do today was quite hard. I'll be honest with you. I mean, he freaking competed with Zlatan for a few aerial balls. So there's that. Going forward, he was decent. I don't think it was as amazing going forward. But then again, I don't really fault him for that because how much did that have to do with Marcus Rashford also not being on it, you know? And then he has to play with Paul Pogba second half. So it's like, what really can you expect from Luke Shaw? But other than that, I thought Luke Shaw is so consistently good. It's scary. Like honestly, we've all been big fans of Luke Shaw. You guys have even said he could be the best left back in the world at the moment. And I always said I put him second definitely because I love Alfonso. But I won't lie. Recently, yeah, I might have to agree with you guys that he is definitely probably the best left back in the world at the moment. So I got no complaints about Luke Shaw. Yeah, oof, it might look harsh, but I'm gonna give him a 7.
I think offensively, it wasn't his best. Like, it wasn't West Ham that was just freaking amazing in that game. But it was still really, really good. Just compared to his own high standards, it wasn't at the highest. And he was still very involved in the interplay and a crucial part. Defensively, I didn't see much. I don't know if it's because I wasn't paying attention or I don't think he had a poor game. Maybe Clay can clear that up. But yeah, no, I think he warrants a 7.5. One of the best performers.
So I can give
7.5.
7.5. Oh, I thought I heard 7.5, but I just want to
Yeah, I
make
just
sure.
wanted to make sure you heard it, so I just wanted to let middle speak. I just want to make sure I didn't want to. But yeah, I think the best way to look at it for me was first half, he was electric. He looked like just the Luke Shaw who was going for a goal first half, bombing down that wing, trying to link up play, even if it was just a little 1-2 with the Rashford, getting a cross in. It was the normal great play that we see from Shaw and we've come to appreciate. And then second half, I felt he just was a bit of a let off. I felt like Pogba just completely went, I'm going to handle this and go forward the entire time. And Luke Shaw kind of was in that stay back role, and then Zlatan came on, and Zlatan's twice his height and gave him a proper fight on that wing. So as much as I think he had a fantastic first half, I think second half kind of evened it out, and I think the 7 is deserved.
Brad,
Still good.
I thought one of you guys were going to give him an 8. I was waiting for an 8 actually. So I'm quite interested about that. I thought that would be where we differentiate. Tell you what though.
Nah, mate, he set a very high standard.
Yeah, that's the thing with Luke Shaw. He's gonna have the Bruno treatment as well soon. You know, no goal, no assist soon. It's gonna be like, oh, you know, Luke Shaw is okay. You know, but that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear at Manchester United. But Luke Shaw is, he's elite. Even when he goes down now, you know, you don't think he's gonna get injured because he just gets straight back up and like, on another level, Luke Shaw at the moment. Harry Maguire. Oof. Now, as much as I do think he had a good game, I think his partner in crime today had a way better game than Harry Maguire today. But Harry, I'm going to talk about Harry for now. Yeah, he did his job to the T, basically. He kept the clean sheet. He was quite commanding in the box as well with Dino. I heard him a few times. I liked when the ball was in the box. I heard the call out saying Harry or Victor or Dino. You know, one of them will call for it, and that player wins the ball in the box. So that was nice. Other than that, he didn't do his going forward thing as much today. I wonder why. You know, obviously there's an obvious reason, you know what I mean, on the left, but it's fine. We'll get there. But other than that, yeah, I can't complain about Harry Maguire. I'm also going to give him a 7.
You know, when they start off with he did his job, that basically means to stand out. But, you know, it's fine, you know. I think he had a good game. He did his job, and he won everything in the air, he blocked everything. Much like Luke Shaw, it wasn't like the game. When was it, West Ham, when he had the same game where he looked like Bai, but he still had a pretty good game today, and it's been around a pretty good game for him. I think this defense it's been good. I'm not gonna beat around it's been good in the last few, and I think he deserves a 7.
Yeah. Just for reference, I think this is how I felt about Maguire in the last game as well. But you guys just hyped him up for man of the match, basically. I thought he did
That was
his
much
job
better.
very well.
The last
That's
game
all it was.
last
How
game.
Lindelof played today? Maguire played last game.
Okay, relax. Relax a little.
Yeah, Victor was good, but again, I think just Maguire's been doing his job very well recently. He hasn't been trying to overcomplicate things. He's kind of just gone back down to the bare basics, and it's really helpful for him. He's just winning everything in the air. He's not going for that over-the-top long ball, just hoping for the best all the time anymore. He's making a bit smarter moves, even if it may just be a quick 1-2 to Fred or something, and just a slight elevation in his position. But yeah, I don't think he did anything fantastic. I don't think he did anything bad at all. I think it was a good performance from him. He kept the clean sheet, captained us again to another clean sheet somehow. So yeah, I think it's a 7 for me.
Yeah, he's been looking like a good centre back. He looks like a good centre back who's just not pacey nowadays. And I think that's what we knew what we're buying. And it was bad when he was making stupid mistakes. That.
However, don't you think I'm letting these two clouds off the hook? I'm waiting for it. Oh, I'm waiting for it. Trust me, I am waiting for that bad mistake that cost us everything. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. It can only go so long. It can only go so long, and I'll always go back to the fact that they've got two fucking CDMs in front of them. And Pogba has to play on the fucking wing for these guys, you know. So there's that. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into that conversation. Victor Lindelof, whew, can't lie to you, I thought he was our best centre back today. I thought any cross that was in the box, blocked, cleared by this man. I thought there was one recovery tackle that Victor had to make. I think it was with Kessie with the shot. Eric Bailly-esque. Eric Bailly would be proud of that block. So for me, he's actually contender. He's one of the contenders for man of the match, and I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10.
James, I won't lie. I didn't see this Victor. I just feel like his game was just as good as Harry Maguire's. I thought they were both solid. Did pretty much the same things. Harry won more balls in the air, of course. And, of course, in the positional sense, Victor Lindelof was very good. But I didn't see anything outstanding, I won't lie. So I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, I'm more with you, Keshwani. I thought Victor had a good game again. I love Victor. He's definitely... it's him and Bai, like, tied for favourite centre-back in my head. I've always loved them. But you know I've had the Victor agenda for a while, don't worry. But yeah, I did think he had a good game. I thought he made a lot of blocks. I thought he made like an Aaron Wan-Bissaka-esque tackle in the box. The guy was through on goal. He managed to slide right in front of him. Beautiful. Stuff like that. That the little flash in the defence. It's always great to see. I just thought he was really good, and he just put that extra effort in to make sure that nothing happened.
He looked somewhat fit today, yeah?
Yeah, he looked a lot better, yeah. I think that could be a good sign. I think seeing him play like this could be a good sign for his fitness, I agree. And I hope it keeps up. But yeah, I'm with you with the 8. It was a good performance, very good.
Guys are playing. Diaz and Stones who?
Huh?
You.
I said Diaz and Stones who?
You know what? You keep these guys. By all means, you keep these guys. I'm still taking Diaz and Stones. You know, at least fucking Stones will score my goals. You know, if he had the Maguire chances, fucking hell, Stones will be winning the Golden Boot. But anyways, this man, I shat on him last week, and Clay and I actually were WhatsApping each other obviously during the game, and we both said that this man is running on empty. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is running on empty. However, fucking hell, that was Aaron Wan-Bissaka today. Didn't put the foot wrong defensively. Not one wrong. Defensively, that was the Wan-Bissaka we love. No one beats him. No one gets past him. And the only time he did get past is when he went bombing forward and he had to make the recovery pace. And he wasn't there because, like I said, I do believe Aaron Wan-Bissaka is running on empty. So I'm actually kind of glad he didn't get picked up for the England squad, you know, because Southgate's a bit of an idiot. But I'm happy for our sake because, you know, at least he gets rested Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's the only rest he's going to get. So I'm not going to say he's a contender for man of the match, but I don't want his performance to go under the radar because I actually thought this is Aaron Wan-Bissaka that I know, that I love, and the reason why he's my right back of choice out of anyone really. So I'm going to give him also an 8 out of 10.
I think for the first 60 minutes, it was a good performance, you know. Solid, didn't put a foot wrong. But I think for like the last 30, I thought he became quite dominant. He made a lot of tackles, and I really enjoyed watching the last. So I'm not going to say 8, but I'll give him a 7. Still a good performance.
Yeah, again, Ollie's going to get it. But
Ollie's
yeah,
gonna get it. Okay.
it was a good performance from Aaron. I wouldn't go as far as an 8. I do think it was very workmanlike, fantastic work rate, even though you could see every single time he's making a sprint, he was struggling a little. He still made that sprint and he still gave it his all, and that's just something to come admire about him. It was fantastic today, and it's just a really good performance from Aaron. So yeah, 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Now look at that. Look at those ratings. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Look at those ratings.
The defense was superb.
However, I'm going to raise these ratings now. Because it's going to go down after this. I can tell you up. Oh, it's going down after this. These boys, you know what? You guys did your job today. It's something none of us predicted. None of us predicted we were going to keep a clean sheet this leg. So, fair play to you lads. And usually, I do never give you full credit because you are playing with 2 CDMs today. However, the 2 CDMs today, oh, goodness. Let's talk about these 2 CDMs today. Oh, goodness gracious. I tell you what. I'm going to start off with Fred. We can actually rate them individually this time because I thought there was a difference. Fred, I tell you what, that first half, oh my god, I would have given him a 3 or 4 out of 10 today. Then Paul Pogba comes on second half. And all of a sudden, Fred looks like, oh, I'm not Paul Pogba anymore. He does what he needs to do, and he looks like Pastor Fred again. He looks like Pastor Fred again because he doesn't have to do what he doesn't have to be that B-Tech Paul Pogba. I swear to God, I was gonna kill this guy first half. He was gonna be gone. I was gonna kick him out of the club. But second half, Paul Pogba comes on. That looks like the Fred of old. It looks like the Fred that has been missing. And I'm not gonna getting up too much because I think he was still pretty poor. And I think because it balances it out, I'm just gonna give him an average 6.
Hey, being nice. Yeah, no. I think he retained the ball decently as always, and I don't know. Maybe defensively, from what you say, he was decent. I didn't see it much, but yeah, going forward, nah, mate. He just ain't it.
That pivot is dead.
It's very underwhelming, and there's no creativity whatsoever from these two. So it's really frustrating to watch. I'm gonna give him a 5.
Yeah, for me it was a tale of two halves for Fred.
Mm.
I agree. As soon as Pogba came on, he looked a lot more solid. He looked like that normal Fred that we see. So unfortunately for him, it balances out at a 5. 4 for first half, 6 for second half. So yeah, I agree. It was a poor performance overall.
Yeah. Oh, let Pogba carry this. Fred, you go thank Pogba for this ratings, because it was gonna be a lot worse if it was for Paul Pogba today. Yeah. Now that's the thing though, because you're on this side and Paul Pogba's with you this side. You know, you have Luke Shaw also. This left hand side is nice. Now you're gonna see what happens to your partner in crime today, because this Scott, God help us. This guy is not a Manchester United footballer. This guy can't make a pass. He can't dribble. I'm gonna find that clip. I'm gonna send it to you both. There's a moment where Scott is dribbling, and I don't know what he did, but he spazzed mid dribble. He lost the ball. I don't know what it did. It just looked like his 2 foot, just like it did with the penguin thing. It just froze and started. And he's so embarrassing. He's actually so embarrassing, you know. So Fred, boy, like I said, you go thank Pogba for this rating, because you were gonna get what I'm gonna give Scott, and that's a 4. Yeah, dead, absolutely dead.
Yeah, no, like I have to agree. I'd let him say he made a few tackles, and maybe you can elaborate on that. But like, I just didn't see anything from Scott today. Like, absolutely nothing. I don't know what he did. So, and like there was, as I hinted at the beginning, there was some few moments where Bruno and Pogba in the second half would do some harder 1-2 passes to him, and he'd just flop. So yeah, it was just frustrating, and I'm gonna give him a 4.
I'll try to find the stat quick.
Some stats.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay.
Just to say what I saw in the first half was literally just him making interceptions. That was it. I only saw that. So he made 5 interceptions, 7 recoveries, and that's all I care about to talk about him. Because that's the only thing I saw him do. I did not see him make a pass forward. Whenever he did, it was always miskicked. And we've been saying this for ages, but cannot link up play to save his life. It's always miskicked. He can't go forward too well. He just drives. That's all he does. He just drives and he has to hope for the best. It's Dan James with a lot less technical skill, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I only saw one positive from Scott today, and that was the interceptions. And yeah, besides that, nothing at all. So a 4 for me as well.
Yeah.
One thing that will never change is Donny is being violated.
He is
Like,
being
I'm ready.
violated.
I'm ready to convert him to CDM. I'm ready.
I'm also ready. Anyone other than these idiots. Yeah. Fucking play all 3 of them. Pogba, Donny, and Bruno. I've had enough of this. I'm sick of this defending. I'm sick of it, you know. So I tell you what though, don't think just because I'm slating these men I'm not gonna slate Bruno Fernandes. Because Bruno, you go to Paul Pogba also, and you also thank him for this rating today, boy. You were piss poor today. You have carried this team for long enough. You have. I will never take it away from you. You are our best player. Never take it away from you. You are tired. Please go sleep. Tell Ollie you're sick. You know, hey,
Don't rock up to training for the next
don't
week,
rock up
please.
to training. Please get a rest, my boy. Yeah. However, second half comes on, same thing. Paul Pogba comes on, and Bruno's smiling. Oh, he's smiling. He looks like, I'm just gonna go in second gear. I'm gonna get the ball. I'm gonna look where Pogba is. I'm gonna give Paul Pogba the ball. And then the goal, it's just Bruno is a part of it. It was Fred's shite. absolute shite from Fred. Bruno just looked lost, and Pogba puts it in. But yeah, when you have Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, you can only do so much marking. So Bruno, I'm not gonna lie to you, you were trash. You were very trash today. But thank Paul Pogba for this rating. I'm just gonna give you a 6 because I think second half you balanced it out. I would have given you a 5 for the first half, and I would have given you a 6 for second half. So
Yeah, no, I felt like he was overcompensating in the first half a little. Like he was trying way too hard to dominate the game, and he ended up making stupid mistakes, stupid passes, and it just didn't work out today. And I think with Paul Pogba, it did get slightly better. I think the interplay between the two was very nice, but still, he wasn't the Bruno Fernandes we know and love. So, 5.5.
Yeah, today I think it was again a tale of two halves for him. I thought absolutely piss-poor first half, and second half he looked alive, he looked vibrant, he looked like the Bruno Fernandes that we know and love and cherish, and he's going to win us something at some point if he sticks around long enough. And so yeah, I think it balances out for me at a 6.
yeah, I think that's fair. Now look at that midfield, boys. Oh lord, what does this actually say about the game? Because you look at our defenders' ratings, pretty good. Then you look at this, and you're like, well, how the hell did you guys win the game? We'll get to how we won the game because that midfield is not good enough. And Donny, again, I'm so sorry, dude. I don't know why you came to this club. They are violating you. They are violating you, and you best believe Ollie's been getting away with a little bit of leeway because you've been injured. Or I'm on your side, Donny. I'm gonna take this man to the ground, and I will be non-stop hammer punching Ollie's face through the visual screen, and through punditry. Metaphorically. I'm not gonna punch him, but you know what I'm getting. I will fight. Yes, I will fight your side, Donny Van de Beek, as long as I will with other players. Because tell you what, there's not only Donny getting violated, there's a certain winger also getting violated. But I'll get there. Hey boys, I'm gonna go last on this. You guys talk about Pogba. I'm gonna go last.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic. It was a proper Paul Pogba performance, and to be honest, I was a bit worried that he might be a bit off because he's come back from an injury, and we've seen it in the past. But it's not. He was absolutely amazing today. The finish, amazing. The football intelligence, the ball control, the strength on the ball. Yeah, this guy's the man. He makes the difference, and I can't compliment him any further. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. Joint man of the match.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just simple as we are not worthy. We are not worthy. It's simple as that. We move. But yeah, again, Pogba is Pogba. We knew this from the moment he joined this club. It's Paul Pogba. He's going to do moments like this, and this season he's come alive again. And it's just fantastic to see him in this kind of form. As much as I dislike the guy for his actions off the pitch, what he does on the pitch is just irrefutable. It was a fantastic performance, and the sole reason we went through today. So yeah, Paul Pogba definitely gets man of the match, and he's gonna have to just go with an 8.5.
8.5. Tears in my eyes, guys. Tears in my eyes. Nathan gave Paul Pogba man of the match and praised him. I tell you what, Pogba. Oh, it's been a depressing few weeks, boy. I don't even know which preview or match reaction I said it. All I cared about the second leg was you getting fit. That's all I gave a fuck about. Because I knew if you were fit, my boy, you were gonna win us this game. And boy, oh boy, Pogba, you won us the game. I told my uncle, I told lots of people, I'm predicting Paul Pogba to be the reason we go through today. And he does what he does. I mean, Paul Pogba is world class. I tell you what, it's things like this. When he has a day like this, Paul Pogba can win you a game alone. That's what he did today. He won us the game alone. Strength, no midfielder in the world has got the strength on the day. Speed of that size, no one's got it. Skill of that size, no one's got it. Passing range, no one's got it. Paul Pogba, my boy, you keep your head down. You play like this. This is why you rate as one of the best midfielders in the world. And this is why I will always, no matter what form you are in, you could be half injured, half dead, and I will always fucking put you in any fucking team you walk into it with hands down. Elite, world class, different gravy, the best of the rest. Too good for Europa League, to be honest. Too good for Europa League. Man of the match. Pog boom. 10 out of 10. Absolutely flawless Pogba. Yeah.
Clayton, does Pogba get in the Premier League excited?
Of skill, yes, but if I would build my own team, no. Because there would be people that I respect that go into the team ahead of him, so I would literally rate someone probably like Donny ahead of him every single time, and that's not saying much.
Personally, I feel like, and I'm not making it a debate, but I feel like Bruno and De Bruyne are slightly ahead of him.
Yeah, but Bruno, De Bruyne, Pogba is going to be the Premier League XI midfield no matter what on skill. Skill alone, that's the midfield every time.
Okay, I guess if you're forcing Pogba to CDM, yeah, I guess in that case.
Ah, you don't make Pogba play CDM. We're going all out attack, baby.
Yeah, we're going all out attack, bro. You know what CDM there. Hey, you know what CDM. You play those three all box to box, you go for it. All box to box, you go for it. You go for it with that three midfield. You know what, KDB, if you had to play some CDM, you put KDB CDM. I can't be asked. But anyways,
Oh my
I can't be
god.
asked.
He plays it, you know. He plays it
Yeah,
well.
I can't be asked. But anyways, this one, yeah, I'll be honest with you. My son today was, if it wasn't for Paul Pogba, and the game didn't go the way we wanted to, I would have given this boy man of the match today. I would have 100% given Mason Greenwood the man of the match today. Because it's like Clayton said, it looked like watching a prime Martial. And for the striker at Manchester United, you are dead, no service. However, today didn't look like a 19-year-old boy was playing at number 9 for Manchester United. It looked like a striker who has been at this club for many years, who knows exactly what's lacking in this team, and did a mature role. The hold-up play was Martial-esque. The passing, I need to see it a few more games, but I'm going to mention this now so I can get my opinion out there. But I'm low-key feeling that Mason Greenwood is actually one of our best crosses of the football at this club. I'm going to pay more attention to it because every cross Mason Greenwood puts in, I swear to God, he also gets violated. It's similar to the short thing. I'm like, this man gets violated off the assist. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Today I thought he was less selfish. Maybe he's not understanding the instructions well. You know, he knows what it's like to be number 9 for Manchester United. Now he's probably missing life on the wing after that. So, to be honest with you, Mason, I love you. So, I'm actually going to give you the rating anyways. I'm going to give you an 8. I thought absolutely phenomenal.
You guys are gonna hate me. But to be honest, I just didn't see it. I won't lie to you guys. I thought there was some good link up here and there, but I didn't see much beyond that. To be
sorry,
honest.
and sorry to cut you off, Malota. Robbed of a fucking goal as well. I'm going to get that, but robbed of a goal.
Yeah, no, I thought his link up was good, and he was getting involved, and again, he didn't get any service. But I wouldn't compare him to Martial at his best. I'm sorry, I just don't think he was at that standard today. And I just think it was an average game. Not a bad one, not an excellent one. It's an average game, so I'm going to give him a 6.
You, the low blow. Yeah, that's a low blow. That one feels like a low blow. It's kind of nice.
Sadly, Shoni, I'm going to have to grit Malota for the rating. But I'll state my case. And that is because I think first half he was fantastic. I thought it was like a 7 out of 10. And then second half, when Pogba came on, I feel his role just completely dropped off. I didn't see much of Mason again.
It was the Pogba show after he came.
Very quiet. Yeah, exactly. So as much as I think that he had a fantastic performance first half and he looked like he was pulling off that Martial role to what we've seen it in the past, where he's linking up play left, right, and centre, he's holding up the ball. He's not making that number 9 darting run. He's trying to link up play rather. He's trying to get everyone else involved. And I just have to go with the 6. It just ended up being average, unfortunately. If the Pogba shirt didn't come on, it would have been the Mason shirt today.
This is the problem. I think he's more consistent at it than Rashford. But I've seen Rashford at some other gyms.
Boy, don't ever mention Rashford in crosses. That
Rashford consistent.
Yes, he doesn't do it enough. He's not consistent at all at it. But then when he does hit it, I've seen some special.
Yeah.
But then I vote for the consistency more.
Also, just, his time will come. Just like Luke Shaw's time had to come.
Yeah.
After all these years, Luke Shaw's been getting robbed and violated. At least now it seems like things are clicking a little bit more. So I'm gonna just keep an eye on it over the next few weeks, boys. I'm telling you, Mason's crosses, next level. I'm telling you, next level.
We're very talented footballers, to say the least, and I think almost everyone on this team can whip a mad ball in. Bruno, Pogba, Mason, James, even to an extent, Aaron, Shaw, and Maguire and Lindelof. Like, I think they all have mad whippage of my balls.
Why I said
Jeez.
that? I try to keep her cool. I was like, I'm not gonna react. I'm not gonna react. I'm not gonna react.
I knew you'd do something, Dan, but I think everyone else is definitely fair and brought up for debates in your minds.
Yeah, I know for sure. I agree with that. I tried to keep my calm and collected. I wasn't gonna comment. I was gonna let you say it, and then Velota's reaction when we lost, because I was thinking it in my head. I just
So,
didn't say anything.
I knew where it was. I knew where it was gone.
Hey, speaking of tangent, James boys. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you two things. Two things I liked about him today. His work rate as always, and it looks like his skill is kind of getting better. So, two things. Other than that, oh, Konk, yeah. Oh, it's like when you have Rashford on a bad game, except he's got lower IQ, and that's saying something. So when he has lower IQ and less of an end product, and when Rashford has one of his Rashford days, oh, I seen enough. After 20 minutes, I seen enough. Today it looked like an under 6-year-old playing men's football. That's what I said on the group. How this man is working his way into United team is criminal. How this man, the fact that this man is playing right wing for Manchester United gives me hope. You know, I'm 21, and I feel like if I had to fly to England tomorrow, I could go play right wing for Manchester United, boys. Don't you worry. When I don't have any space, I'll make it up with everything else. Cause if that's the standard. If I was a youth player, I'd be smiling. You just know you're gonna make it. You just know you're gonna make it. If there's any youth players out there who want to become professional footballers, just think Daniel James plays for Manchester United, so dreams can come true. Cause this guy, same with the Donny situation, the pivot. If I'm Ahmad, I'm sitting like, oh, he's taking the piss.
The heck?
He's playing this dead baller over me. Nah. Allow it. Yeah. Hey. I'm lost for words actually. This guy. I'm just gonna give him a 3. Move on. I'm just gonna give him a 3. He should have fucking passed to Mason. That's the other thing. That fucking pass. Oh my. That's when I drew the line. That's how I was like, I've seen enough. Take him off.
It should have been a pen.
It should have been a pen. My ass fucking should have been a pass. It should have been 1-on-1 Mason Greenwood, and that would have been man of the match. He has blood on his hands. He's got blood on his hands, James. Even Dan James' biggest fan on Twitter was knew he fucked up then, and that's when I knew. Okay. Now if she said it, then definitely there's a problem.
Yeah, and I wanted to kill him for that pass.
Hey,
Like Bruno was
everyone wanted to kill him for that pass.
And we've officially failed with this right position. Like when your best bet is Dan James, you have failed because Mason is a makeshift, and Ahmad's still pretty young. And he's our best bet, so that's just embarrassing. Mm-hmm. And look, the best he did today was kick the ball and try to run past the player. That was it. Besides that, I just don't know what he did. So yeah, no, I agree with the 3.
It's an inspiration. I'm telling you guys, don't take it as it is a bit of a joke, but seriously, if any of you guys don't feel like you're gonna make it, look at Dan James. Just always think if Dan James can make it, or you can make it.
Dreams.
So are you gonna give him a lot?
3.
I look, you feel like this 3 is even sympathy. I could go low, but I'm gonna allow it.
I mean, he did beat us, man.
Yeah, that's how I feel like.
Yeah,
I gave him 2 for the skill and the work ethic, and I gave him a 1 for appearance. That's probably how I worked it out.
But yeah, I think anybody at Ties could have seen Tangent have one of his best games today by far. It was yikes. And for whatever reason, I don't know what this was, but it was definitely a tactic. We were prioritizing the right a lot today. And unfortunately, when you're having Dan James going up against Theo Hernandez, what is wrong with you as a football club? That is never going to work. No, guys. Like, Theo Hernandez is literally as fast as Dan James. And Dan James beat him a 1-on-1. And that was it. Never again. He never got any room. And it felt like his crosses were just into the box and nothing else.
Head down. It was just basic standard crosses.
Yeah, it was the head down crossing.
It's
head
like
down, stand Dan James,
It's like there's some positions where Ole just puts people in just to have a body there, because we need to fill the position. But then there's just no specialist, and I kind of feel the same about McTominay.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can see that throughout like the entire team. I don't think Ollie's just a specialist in putting someone in there, and just someone. Put a body. I trust this body. He's gonna go. He's gonna run the full 90, and we're gonna work with it. But I do think Dan James is also suffering a little bit. I think second half is quite evident that his work rate fell off a cliff. I didn't see much happen for him after that, and I just feel like this whole squad's starting to get tired, and it's not good for anyone. But I do think it is poor. I want to go for 5, but it feels too nice. So I have to go for a 4.
Like, I legit feel like we're wasting Danger's time at this club. I honestly think so.
Give me the time.
Boy, we're not wasting his time. You best believe he's enjoying everything, dude. He's wasting our time. That's what's happening.
From a football point of view, if he wants to, like, he's never gonna make it at this club.
What do you mean?
Okay, at
He's
least
a regular Scot.
Okay, fine. I guess. What am I saying?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You, Maloto, boy, you can go play for United. I have full faith, boy. If that's the standard, boy, you can go play for United. Yeah.
Okay, now put it like this: he's not good enough, and it's not gonna change.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's not gonna change.
But it's definitely for his benefit instead of the club's benefit. That's the issue.
Yeah, no, he's loving life. Oh, he's living the dream. Dan James, like Ollie, he's living the fucking dream. Yeah. Dead Bola. I don't know.
You knew Lingard.
Yeah.
Maybe not that.
Fuck.
Well, I imagine Lingard scored more goals than him at this point. hasn't he?
Already, dude. There must be. But anyways,
That way.
oh, this man gives me headaches. So, that bench today was undeniably better than our starting team. That's number one. Number two, the football in general, in my opinion, was still shit. We got the result, and I've never denied the fact that this football can get you results, because it has. You'd be lying if you said it hasn't gotten you results, but it's shite. It's fucking shite. 3, we're playing Rashford into the ground, and then forcing your only sub the whole fucking game is because of an injury. That's very shocking. How Dan James and Donny van de Beek are sitting on the bench when there's players like Daniel James and Scott McTominay. I'm lost for words. Overall, I'm very happy that we're through the next round. However, I don't think I'm going to be that gassed because it's still not the trophy yet. Ollie's got a long way to go till he gets to that trophy. So to be honest with you boys, yeah, I'm not really that highly impressed. So I'm just gonna give Ollie a 4. I'm not that impressed. No Donny, no Ahmad, shite football, cowardly again, and then you can thank again. You know, it's been a theme on today's show. Ollie, you go thank Paul Pogba for that rating today. That's what you go do. Everyone united, you go thank Paul Pogba today.
Look, I'm not gonna violate him too much because he did win the game, and I've made it clear that I feel like we don't have good enough players. So I'm not gonna go back again and talk about the football. But then there were some problems today. I don't agree with some of the decisions. Not subbing, that's not acceptable. Playing Rashford when he's clearly injured, that's unacceptable. Almost like he couldn't do much about it. I'm not gonna violate him too much for that. But then overall, we should be playing him less. Ahmad's on the bench, Donny's on the bench. There's so many things that he could have done to make this a safer bet, in my opinion. But he won. I can't go into him too much, so I'm gonna just give him a 6.
Yeah.
From Ollie in, I think that's fair.
Yeah. I expected you to go lower than me, Shoni, and I'm not okay with this. But I didn't like the starting them at all. Again, we're playing Rashford into the ground, Bruno's playing into the ground, Greenwood somehow still surviving, the Stan James playing into the ground after just not playing any games at all, just having played every single minute of every single game. It's very unfair. Aaron's barely gotten a rest. He looked exhausted today. We had the bench to actually supplement it just fine, and we didn't. Bruno, again, prime example. He's been playing 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes. Not even like 80 minutes. If the man was at least playing 80 minutes, you'd see that he realizes that resting the player is important. If you could at least just see something like that, come on. That's a lot more promising. If I saw Luke Shaw go off at some point, maybe even. As much as Luke Shaw has regained a lot of fitness, he's looked a lot better, and it looks like he's put his injuries behind him right now. You never know with someone who's had that many injuries throughout their career. It's not fair on them. And again, Lindelof and Maguire, it's looking just One thing on Maguire, and he's probably going to be out for 6 months, in all honesty, because he's a proper tank, and he can play every 90. But it's going to take that one issue, and I feel like Maguire's going to be sidelined for a long time because of the amount of
It'll be
football.
like a Van Dijk thing that'll have to happen.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to play minute
He's
off,
Maguire's an android.
and he's going to get injured, and he's just going to be out for a while because it's going to be something major that's going to take him out, and him playing this much football is just keep on prolonging into this. As much as we need to play a strong 11 today, I feel the sub should have been used today. I think that's what makes you like.
Subs should always be used. Like that's one thing I never agree with.
We have
Like,
5
what
in
the
the
heck?
Europa League, right? We have 5 in the Europa League.
I think so.
We
Yeah.
could have taken off all those players easily. We shouldn't have started
Pogba
right.
could have come on. Donny, Diallo, well, Teles could have come on. That's 4. And
Tom
maybe
Zebe.
Axel. Yeah, maybe. I know he doesn't like Axel, but 100% I would have brought in Axel. And there's your 5 subs.
Exactly, and he used 1 because of an
And
injury.
it wasn't even his choice.
Exactly.
I tell you now, boys, if Rashford was even half okay, Oli was never making that sub.
Yeah.
And without
today,
that sub, we don't win the game. 100% don't win the game.
today Pogba did not look unfit. He looked fully
He looked
fit.
like he could play it forever.
Exactly. Pogba looked great. He had a smile on his face after just getting bodied half the time. He looked like he was feeling himself. He looked great. He looked fully fit again. I don't know what excuse he's drawing up for not starting him over just anyone, even if you're starting him on the left wing. I would have preferred to see him start on the left wing than Rashford. Anything, because it's clear he was fit. And
Maybe you're just keeping him as a wild card.
that's
in
bullshit.
case we did
He's the
later.
second best player. He's literally the only player besides Bruno that can win us a game in seconds. And he proved that
I
again.
tell you what though, you know how everyone says Bruno keeps on ghosting in big games. There's one player who doesn't ghost in big games, and his name's Paul Pogba. He is the absolute clutch master. So, boy, you call me when Bruno scores a World Cup winning goal, boy. Man of the match.
Yeah, yeah.
You call me
Yeah,
when
single out.
You call me when he scores the Europa League final trophy for us to win the league. For us to win the
Yeah,
Europa
fair.
League.
Single out those games, but I've watched Manchester United long enough. Paul Pogba's at bad games.
Yeah,
and
no,
in big
yeah.
games as well.
I think he's a big game player. He's
One
more of a
thing-
big game player than Bruno, in my opinion.
One thing that Oli should know by now is that playing both Pogba and Bruno just optimizes.
Yeah, you have to play them both. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from Bruno.
Oh, no. I'm saying you should
Yeah.
have started them in this game.
Yeah, you
This
should
is
have
the
started
big
them
game.
both. You should have
Best out
100%
of
started
Bruno, you
them
need the
both.
best out of Pogba. You
Yeah.
don't just go, we're going to wait and see what happens.
Hey, look.
Pogba will be an impact sub at the 60th minute,
I'm not contesting too much there because I don't know Pogba's injury record factually. So I'm not going to look too much into it.
You just need to know when France is coming, he's fit. That's all you
Yeah.
need to know.
He was fully fit. He was 100% today. I think anybody could
When
have
you
seen
see
that.
France on your football calendar, you know Pogba's going to be here. I'm ready. I'm playing.
Exactly.
So,
But just like you, Shoni, I'm not impressed with Adi today. I don't think he did anything particular right. I thought 45 minutes of complete shambles. And then we kind of turned it up for the first 20, and then we kind of slowed it down and receded, and then we counted, and we receded, and we counted. And we just played very bare bone football. So as there's only a portion of that second half where I can really go, yeah, Ali did whatever he did in the team talk. He got Pogba just ready to go. He got the team ready to go, and we looked really good for a bit. But past that, I don't see any positives today. As much as we got the results,
the result was positive. That and
The result-
Paul Pogba is back. That's it. 2 positives.
exactly. So, I mean, we got the results. We're through to the next round. And it probably is very harsh saying this, but I don't think he did anything great today. I don't think he did anything
He
good. I
didn't,
think,
bro. He
I think
didn't.
almost everything was subpar. I really do. And he's just getting marked down for unused subs, literally 4 unused subs on players that have played a full 90 minutes, week in, week out, for what, month at this point? It's not fair on them. It's not fair on the players. There's youth you're supposed to be developing. As much as this is a big game, you could literally park it, bring on Matic for Bruno, go bring Tonzebe on for Greenwood. I don't give a shit. Just use your subs. It's not rocket science, and there's ways to go about it that will work just fine. And I think my camera died. But I'm going with a 3 for Ali. I don't think he did anything good today.
I didn't believe
Anyway,
it.
we're all entitled to our opinion, but honestly, I think 3 is very harsh.
I think it's fair for the guys who don't rate Oli, because I always think the reasons why they give the ratings is understandable from their point. And I think from where your standpoint is, I think your rating is fair as well, because like you back him,
It was
you don't have a
Slay
problem.
gone.
I think it's
No,
camera.
yeah,
His
yeah,
camera
camera.
just died. Yeah, that's the only reason.
You guys thought I was joking when I said that. I think it's done. That's the Europa League in the bag. Taking a page out of Marcus' book. Mystic Maloto has spoken today. The Europa League is finished. We have won it.
Youth.
Yep.
Gonna get knocked by Slavia Prague next. Cry.
Gents, look at these teams.
Boy,
Look all these teams out.
boy. Let me just remind you. Let me just remind you though. One injury, just one injury. Curtains. We didn't have Paul Pogba today. We are not going through. You know how crazy that is. Without Paul Pogba today, we're not going through. We were out. We were dead without Paul Pogba today.
And I think that was the toughest test. Another tough test would have probably been Spurs, but apparently not. So I think, I don't see Bruno. Okay, he might get injured. But I don't see both Bruno and Pogba getting injured between now and the end of the season. And I think we're gonna
also it's not about it's not about even the injuries. Come that semi-final, Oli never fucking rests his players. He never uses his subs. That team by the semi-final is dead.
True.
They are
But
dead. Don't expect an amazing performance from them.
I just think our team is just too good compared to the rest of the competition. I
Definitely.
think there was Sevilla and Inter Milan back last season. This season there isn't a Sevilla and Inter Milan. And I just don't see any of these teams being strong enough over two legs.
Oh boy, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I honestly hope you're right, because I want a trophy. I couldn't be asked. If that gives Oli another year, fair play. I might not agree with it. I might not fully agree with it. But did he reach the goals? Same like the end of last season. Was I over the moon that Oli is going to be our manager again? No. But did I agree for that extra year because we got the goals? Yes. I stand by it. It's not over until it's over. And it's not done until it's done. So, until Oli is having a picture with that trophy next to his face, I will stand by what I stand. Sack him off. Sack him off if he doesn't do it. So, we're just gonna have to see what happens. But I'm happy. Overall, I'm happy. You can call me negative. Like I said, I can't be asked. My team's still through. You guys can go say, oh, he doesn't like Oli, but he's proving me wrong. Yeah, shut your mouth. My team's still winning. As much all you guys who actually love Oli probably aren't the biggest Pogba fans. But I tell you what, who's saving him again is Paul Pogba. Okay, and I'm gonna end it off with this tweet that I see. Don't ever the top reds tell you that Paul Pogba is a virus in this team. He's not the virus. His agent might be the worst in the world, the fat bastard. But Paul Pogba is a gem of a footballer. And yeah, generation. It's a moment. It's days like this where it's just like, it's why his stands are so up his ass, because it's generally like, when you have a game like this, it's like, wow, can you really deny that Paul Pogba was the reason we're going through? Not really. He made this whole team better. So I'm going to end it on that. Paul Pogba, yeah, I'll see you in the next round, boy. I'll see you in the next round. Go enjoy your time at France. Please, for God, keep your agent's mouth shut if you can, because this is when he starts talking. Especially after a game like that, I'm fully expecting Mino to say, oh, Paul Pogba is a good player. I don't want to speak about United, because when I speak, people of Manchester don't sleep at night. Which is true. It's true. He's got a point, but he's still a fat bastard. So, I'm standing by that. So, Paul, enjoy your international break. Bruno, I know you're on international break. Just tell them you're not feeling well. Just tell them you're on to sleep or whatever. Hopefully you catch a break. Aaron, I know you're going to catch a break because you weren't selected, so that's good. Oli, can't be asked. Go do what you do if you do anything. So, and we will check you all very soon, because I think our preview is the Leicester one. So I don't actually know. Let me just check that before I know.
Yeah, it is Leicester.
When is it?
3 days.
We play on Sunday. This Sunday.
Yeah.
So we'll see you tomorrow then. We'll see you tomorrow then. Well, later today because the video is coming out. And yeah, we shall see you then for another match preview, another cup game. So don't you think I'm letting my foot off? We fucking full send that cup as well. We full send that. Anything besides the league, we full send it. We full sending. So yeah, we will check you in the next one. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, just smash a like, all that below. If you guys do want to go check out the United Stand comment, it was on our West Ham match reaction. So go check it out if you want.
I believe it was.
Yeah, it was the Oli debate part, go check it out. We put a timestamp, So go check that out if you haven't already. And we will check you. It was a very good game. It was a very good game. So we will check you all in the next one.